It seemed as if everyone heeded the warning because an eerie quiet descended. Stephanie could hear more movement and breathing, could scent that many wolves congregated here. There was a crackle of a fire. Warmth blanketed her. It sounded like they'd entered a shelter by the way noises reverberated back. There was a sharp cracking noise, like twigs being snapped. A growl turned into a moan.
"Where's the human?"
The male panted heavily between words. Stephanie had never been near a wolf before when it shifted, but she was sure that was what had just happened. The wolf under her growled and arched its back.
Yeah, I'm on it."
The shifter began untying the rope that bound her to the beast. His hands brushed against her from time to time. With a sharp yank, he pulled the rope free. She felt herself falling, and after having limited blood supply to her limbs for so long, her reaction was sluggish, causing her to bang her hip and the side of her head on the hard floor. Pain shot through her, and she groaned into the gag. Warmth trickled down her chin. Damn. Her lip had reopened. Still bound at the wrists, she decided to lie still for a few seconds to regain her composure. More of the same cracking noises. This time the male groaned loudly as he shifted.
"My back is broken. Vampire bitch weighs a ton."
A low chuckle.
"You were the idiot who brought her here. Why?" "Ward requested that we find the human. He won't be happy that you brought a bloodsucker back instead. Should have let me kill her earlier. We can use her. You should have seen how the vampires fought for her. The elves even managed to kill one of the vampire males."
Guilt and sorrow washed over her at the thought of Lance, and how he'd run into the range of the elven archers trying to get to her. They'd showered him with arrows. Many had found their mark. The last thing she saw before the wolf punched her, knocking her out, was Lance, as he dropped to his knees. Dying, there was an agonized look on his face.
"Like I said, she must be important. Maybe they'll give us a human in return for her."
This time the other male all out laughed.
"No way. They'll never give up the future queen. The whole species depends on her. I think you may have just wasted your time. Let's see what our alpha has to say about it."
Her hip really hurt. She knew the silver was slowing her healing. Trying to remain as inconspicuous as possible, she moved forward, easing the pressure on her side.
"Let's get her up,"
the other male said, moving towards her. So much for not getting noticed. She chided herself for moving in the first place.
"I want to tie her legs. I don't trust vampires. Strong, sly bunch. Even the females."
Rough hands clasped her upper arms, hoisting her up. One of the males held her while the other moved away. The rope slapped the ground as he dropped it next to her.
"Such long legs,"
her abductor sighed, his voice filled with awe. His disgusting wolf breath fanned her face. She had to fight the urge to turn away. Next thing, his hand was on her outer thigh, sliding up the side of her leg. She tried to move away, but his grip on her upper arm tightened.
"She's really firm and toned for a female."
The hand cupped her ass, and she reacted instantly, throwing her head forward in the direction of his breath. Crack! A high-pitched yell was followed by a low growl. Her abductor sucked in a breath. In the next moment, she sensed the movement coming towards her, but couldn't quite get a handle on where it was coming from. She tensed right before the hand made contact with her face. Her neck snapped back from the force of the blow. Heat, searing pain, ears ringing. His vice-like grip on her arm was the only thing that kept her from being flung backwards. In that moment, she was thankful for her gag. It had stifled her reaction as his hand had made contact.
"Quit messing with it." "The bloodsucker headbutted me," her abductor whined. "I saw you pawing her, Hayden."
There was silence for a few beats.
"I'm just curious. Never saw a vampire female this close before. I just wanted to see if it has, normal female parts. Ward won't like us touching it."
A growl.
"He really wouldn't like you fucking around with it."
Her heart rate picked up, and she tried to keep her breathing even. Need to stay calm. Wolves enjoyed a good hunt. They might get a thrill if they smelled her fear. This could spiral out of control quickly.
"I just want—" "No."
The other male moved towards them and crouched at her feet. He wrapped the rope around her ankles several times. She'd just started to relax when her abductor's free hand moved to the buttons on her blouse. Oh, gods! Her heart pounded in her ears. She moaned and shuffled, trying to alert.